Okay, so this is the agenda for today's info session. In our time together, we will explore what is SGS Now 2 all about, the course structure for winter 2025, the major assignments, schedule, workload of the course, and also how to register. So my goal is to finish the whole presentation portion within 30 minutes. So we have lots of time left to address your questions. And most slides today I prepared have information about the course that I will introduce for your reference. However, my one disclaimer is that the course weekly topics and schedule may change before the course officially starts in winter 2025. The major content presented today is what I hope represents this course, but some of the timeline is depending on our guest speakers and based on our conversation as a learning community and what works best for our learning together. First and foremost, I would like to introduce what SGS 902 is about. So basically speaking, this is a credit course designed for graduate students and postdoctoral fellows across disciplines at Queen's University who aspire to become skilled, thoughtful, and confident post-secondary educators. The goal of the course is to provide you with opportunities to reflect on, challenge, or broaden your conceptions of learning and approaches to teaching, thereby to prepare you to teach in the contemporary higher education context. And this course will be offered in person on campus in winter 2025 on Thursday afternoons between 12:30 to 3:30. Throughout this course, we will delve into a wide range of topics related to teaching and learning higher education, and these topics include but not limited to curriculum design, lesson planning, assessment and rubrics, and also active learning strategies. So you will engage in various activities that will help you apply what you learn, both during our weekly sessions and through assignments and projects outside of our class. Additionally, this course is designed to foster a collaborative learning environment. You will have opportunities to work with peers from diverse academic backgrounds, share your experiences, and provide feedback to one another's work. This collaborative approach will not only enhance your learning, but also help you build a supportive network of fellow educators. You can still help each other when you finish the course to have a nice network of people you can talk to for your teaching and beyond. So I will be sharing the detailed schedule and topics with you in a few slides to provide an overview of the discussion we will have throughout the course. So in SGS 902, we will work together to achieve a few learning outcomes, including apply theoretical knowledge of teaching and learning to the post-secondary context, adopt a learning-centered approach to teaching post-secondary students from diverse backgrounds, adopt active learning techniques that focus on effective and meaningful collaboration among students, implement a variety of instructional and assessment practices aligned with student learning outcomes. And also we will identify, summarize, and adopt scholarly literature on teaching and learning related to your discipline to establish a scholarly approach to teaching. So those are the goals we're going to work together to achieve in SGS 902. And to help you achieve the intended learning outcomes, the weekly sessions will be informed by literature and scholarly work, while our time together in class will primarily focus on activities, discussions. This means I expect a high degree of collaboration and participation from everyone. And this course is structured to balance between theory and practice, will support both the conceptual understanding and skill development of every one of you. So more specifically, our weekly sessions are organized around the following structure. So the preparatory work intends to engage you in foundational concepts through readings, videos, or activities to help you develop initial understanding of the topic each week. So following this, you will engage in interactive in-person sessions every Thursday afternoon. This discussion-based in-person sessions will provide a collaborative learning environment where you can deepen your understanding and comprehension of the topic by engaging with your peers and the course instructor. Then you will work independently or with peers on various course activities and deliverables, allowing you to apply and reinforce what you have learned every week. So my goal really is to incorporate various course activities into our class time together. However, there will be a few weeks where you will need to commit time beyond our class to coordinate and complete certain activities and assessments. This is especially true for the teaching practicum assignments, which I'll introduce in a few slides. So this involves both teaching and observing your peers teaching. And I guess this is one of the reasons it's difficult to estimate the number of application hours per week, because the assignment distribution is really depend on when your teaching practicum will be scheduled during the semester and the work associated with preparing for your teaching practicum. But I'm going to try my very best to distribute the other assignments as evenly as possible throughout the course and offer you some time in class to work on some of the assignments. So we'll talk about that in details later. So next is the overview of the topics we will engage in 902. Please note the weekly topics might be subject to change when the course is actually offered in winter 2025, because I need to confirm with a few of our guest speakers. So basically speaking, in week 1, we will discuss principles of teaching and learning. Week 2, we engage in anti-racist and inclusive pedagogies. Week 3 is introduction to teaching philosophies and scholarship of teaching and learning. Week 4 is about course design principles and how to develop clear and measurable learning outcomes. Week 5 focuses on assessment, rubrics, and syllabus creation. Week 6 centers around lesson planning and universal design for learning. And this whole session is to help you prepare for your micro teaching. This is another major assignment. And you can see it's marked on March 20th, week 11. Okay, so week 7 is a reading week. There's no class. Week 8, we will delve into decolonization and indigenous ways of knowing. Week 9, we will discover active learning and educational technology. Week 10 is about online and blended learning. Week 11 is scheduled for micro teaching, as I mentioned. And 12, we will discuss the impact of Gen AI on course design. And the last week, week 13, we will wrap up the course with conversations about accessibility and envision the university of the future. So to help you decide whether SGS 902 aligns with your professional developmental goals as an educator, I would like to summarize the foundational principles upon which this course is built. So first of all, it is interdisciplinary, means SGS 902 is not designed around any specific discipline, but for students and postdoc fellows from various fields. This fosters a rich, diverse learning environment where you can gain insights from multiple academic perspectives. So I believe it is important for you to see how teaching is happening in different fields, and whereby to inspire innovation and enhance the educational experience, both for yourself and for your students. It is also practice-oriented, meaning the course emphasizes practical application of teaching theory and methods. You will engage in hands-on activities that prepare you for real-world teaching scenarios. And it's also feed-forward based. So my evaluation approach focuses on feed-forward rather than feedback. So this means I emphasize constructive guidance that helps you improve future performance rather than just evaluating past performance or past exercise. So most importantly, SGS 902 is IEDIAA informed. It is committed to indigenization, equity, diversity, inclusion, anti-racism, and accessibility. Both myself and my home unit, the Center for Teaching and Learning, thrive to create an inclusive teaching and learning culture at Queens for educational equity and social justice in higher education. And also IEDIAA, the values that ground our university's strategic framework, and they represent critical elements that we all need to integrate into our course design, teaching, and learning. And last but not the least, this course has a focus on transferable learning because this course is interdisciplinary in nature. It provides you with a great opportunity to transfer the skills and knowledge from the course to your specific teaching context and to your specific disciplinary field. You are expected to critically apply what you have learned to meet your own unique needs in teaching. So by introducing these foundational principles, hopefully you can better assess whether or not SGS 902 is the right fit for your professional development as an educator. Assessment. Okay, this is important because it usually comprises an important facet of a course, and this remains true for SGS 902. Typically, the section is where students have most questions and they're most concerned about. So please feel free to write your questions down or post them in the chat, and I will address your questions after the presentation portion. So as you can see here, here are 5 major assignments required by this course. The first one is teaching philosophy statement. So you will draft or refine a teaching philosophy statement that outlines your values and approaches to teaching. This statement serves as a central component of your teaching dossier, which you'll need to compile for academic jobs beyond this course. And the second assignment is called annotated syllabus. So throughout the weekly course activities, you will select a syllabus to annotate. So you will provide commentary, critique, or analysis of the syllabus, making connections with the weekly readings or weekly topics. For example, you can analyze the learning outcomes or articulate the implication of the syllabus design based on teaching and learning principles. So just to offer you a few examples, there are diverse ways how you want to annotate the syllabus of your choice. The goal of this assignment is to prepare you to develop your own syllabus for your teaching. And the next one, I've already mentioned it, it's the micro teaching. So it is a practical teaching session where you will present a 10-minute mini lesson to a small group of peers and receive detailed, focused feedback on your technique. So many previous SGS 902 students enjoyed this assignment and ask for more opportunities like this. So I hope you will enjoy this assignment as well. So it provides you an opportunity to be creative in teaching and try out ideas or strategies that you might not have the opportunity to explore in other teaching contexts. And the next one is reflection activity. So these activities are designed to help you reflect on your contributions to peer learning and your own development as an educator throughout the course. They offer you a chance to see how much you have grown from the beginning to the end of SGS 902. And I will address the last assignment, teaching practicum, on the next slide, because it's a little bit more complicated. So here we go. The teaching practicum is one key assignment in SGS 902, and it also generates a lot of questions and concerns. We will just hear about it. So once again, I would like to remind you to keep your question until I finish the presentation portion. And however, please feel free to pop your questions in the chat anytime. To not forget about your questions. This assignment requires you to coordinate a 1-hour teaching experience in your discipline on your own. So you will have about a month to make arrangements once you enroll in SGS 902. And you are always welcome to come talk to me and brainstorm ideas if you have questions or concerns. So previous SGS 902 students who were not teaching or TAing while they are taking 902 usually approach this as a guest lecture opportunity. So for example, you can approach one instructor or professor in your department or in your discipline, or even you can talk to your own supervisor to say if they can help you find an opportunity, or you can just offer to do a 1-hour guest lecture in their course. So this usually works really well. And I also want to assure you this is doable, achievable, because there's nobody who enrolled in SGS now to previously that could not finish this assignment. It may seem challenging at the very beginning, but it's also very rewarding for you to have the opportunity to teach and to teach one official session within a course. Okay, so within your teaching practicum, you will play 2 roles. The first role is the teaching role. Like I said, you will need to draft a lesson plan for your teaching session, and you'll teach the session. And then you also reflect on your teaching experience using the start, stop, continue framework, which means you don't have to write a lot about your reflection, but focus more on the practical piece, what you will change, what you will stop doing, and what you will start doing. And in addition, you will play a second role as an observer. So within this role, you will observe 2 peers teaching their sessions, ideally peers from a different discipline from yours. So you can see how people teach in different fields. And you will also have 2 peers come and observe your teaching. And then after your observations, you will need to provide your peers with feedback respectively using a feedback form I will provide you in the course. Okay, I hope this is clear. If not, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have just in a few slides. So I have also developed a timeline to show you how these assignments are spread throughout the whole course. Hopefully this will convince you that the course is not assignment heavy. Additionally, I hope this timeline offers you a brief idea of how to balance this course with other courses or duties or commitments you will be taking on in winter 2025. For those of you who will be joining this course in winter 2025, I suggest marking the date on your calendar, March 20th, 2025. That's the day we scheduled for the micro teaching assignment. So that's about assignments. And the next part, we talk about what constitutes a pass in SGS now too, because it's a pass and fail-based course. You won't be getting a grade from me. So it's important for me to communicate with you what means a pass in SGS now too. So basically speaking, a pass in SGS now too will be granted to who demonstrate regular attendance of weekly sessions. In terms of attendance policy, I would say given the interactive and collaborative nature of this course, your attendance and full participation in all the scheduled sessions is expected. So attendance also includes arriving to the scheduled session on time and do not leave early, and also participate in class activities. So failures to attend 2 or more sessions, including late arrival or early departure without prior communication and approval from the course instructor, will result in failure of the course. But so to speak, I'm open to hear your concerns and needs. If you do have like a family emergency, or if you're not feeling well on the day, I'm open to let you, prioritize the other errands or to take care of yourself. What I'm asking for is communication as soon as possible. Once you know you won't be able to come, or you have to leave early or come in late, just let me know beforehand. I'm happy to accommodate you as much as I possibly can. And also another requirement is for you to successfully complete all assignments of this course, the 5 major assignments, as I just introduced. So the course assignments are evaluated based on your completion and submission of those assignments, regular engagement in assignment-related tasks and in-class activities. So one exception we have is the annotated syllabus assignment, which has a threshold of 70% or greater based on a rubric I'll be using to ensure the quality of your analysis or annotation. Okay, so for other assignments, the focus will be on your engagement, completion, and your development. Okay, so once you enroll in SGS 902, you will have access to the syllabus, which details each assignment and its completion requirements. I'm also here to support you. I'll be using class time to discuss assignments to prepare you for those assignments. So I just would like to quickly reiterate, my evaluation approach is feed-forward based, which means my expectation is not only for you to complete those assignments, but use them as great opportunities to enhance your teaching skills and build confidence as an educator. I hope this is clear. So one last thing I want to quickly talk about is how can we work together in SGS 902 for success and for development and for growth as educators. So to be successful in this course, it requires efforts from both your side and my side. In the slides, I'll just quickly talk about like how we best work together. So as students, you are expected to regularly attend in-class sessions because there's lots of hands-on activities, discussions. So you will need to engage with your peers. So this leads to the second expectations to engage in course activities and tasks fully prepared. And I also expect you to collaborate effectively with each other and communicate with me your questions, needs, or concerns in recognition of your autonomy and responsibility in learning within this course. As a course instructor, you can expect me to facilitate a course that prioritizes your learning, well-being, and success on learning outcomes. So my role is not a teacher. My role is a facilitator of conversations, and my role is a supportive role to your success in this course. Okay, and also I'll be provide constructive feed-forward, focusing on your growth and development, and I will communicate regularly, clearly, and respectfully with you, and I will remain open and receptive of constructive feedback or suggestions. So to quickly summarize, the key to success in SGS 902 lies in active engagement, commitments, and effective communication between us. As we're approaching the end of the presentation portion, I would like to take a moment to plug for SGS 902 by sharing some testimonials from the previous cohorts. So some of them shared those comments in the post-course survey. I picked a few and I'm going to share them with you. I appreciated the course being pass-fail as it alleviated a lot of stress of needing to achieve a high grade. It was also taught very well and was never a stressful course. Lots of relevant literature, lots of practice-oriented elements, lots of constructive feedback, input, diversity across the fields, and a good mix of theory and literature. The boring stuff, they're not really that boring. And practice and tangibility, the fun stuff, they're really fun. And also some of them said, this course helps me see how people teach differently, as I used to think that we all teach the same, which was eye-opening for me to have those experiences of seeing others teach and reflect on how that may advance my own teaching practice. And the last one is longer. Reflecting on my experience in SGS now to this term, I feel confident in the knowledge and experience I've gained from the course. The course content was not only theoretical in teaching and learning scholarship, but also practical. Through engaging lectures, group discussions, micro-teaching, teaching practicum, I've gained a solid foundation in key concepts and practical skills that I'm eager to apply in my future teaching. I'm grateful for the enriching experience provided by the course. So I really hope this presentation portion has been helpful in providing you with the information to decide whether or not SGS Now 2 will be a good opportunity that meets your need in professional development, and also provides you an overall understanding of what this course is about, including its expectations, structures, and topics. Okay, lastly, for some of you who are interested in joining me in the course in winter 2025, here is the information to help you register. So if you have any questions or encounter any issues with your registration, please feel free to reach out to the Center for Teaching and Learning at ctl.queensu.ca. So for more information about this course, please feel free to access its official website. I'll drop the link in the chat in a few minutes. And also the presentation portion of the info session will be posted on this website, just in case you would like to review some of the information, and if you want to refer your peers to check the info session of SGS 902. Okay, I'm done with my presentation portion. Sandra, you can please feel free to stop recording.